So,
Anyways,
when we last left off, you were in that big room with all the bas reliefs on the walls, and there's that big pillar of air in the middle of the room.
We just,
And you fought
just defeated
two of those flying
yeah.
armor suits.
Melissa sounds so different. Even though
I'm
she just
sorry.
spoke to me a second ago, I did not recognize the voice.
it's
That's pretty bad.
Sometimes I lose it and I can't. I gotta clear my throat or something.
She's talking in character. Don't mock her voice.
Yeah, no, you can't,
I am Sumia.
And also just so the pillar of air goes, it ascends up to the ceiling. The ceiling looks more or less like smooth stone, but it's kind of radiating light.
Is there a hole where the air goes through?
Yeah, it goes through a hole in the ceiling. And then the room descends down into darkness, so there's really no air cushion or anything down there that you can see. It's very dark. Probably you'll die if you jump in, but if you want to jump in.
Well, I have I have almost all my wounds gone because of that fight.
Yeah, you shouldn't jump in to test the pit.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. Let me roll.
What?
Oh, we don't have any dice.
Oh, where are they?
Probably put them away. So you guys tell me what you're going to do. I'm going to get some dice.
You need to find my good dice.
Alright.
well, I don't know. Do you want to trapeze forward and continue setting off horrific Tomb Guardians that almost murder us every time they show up?
I was thinking we could jump in the pillar of air.
And see if it's strong enough to carry us up?
Yeah.
We're down.
Did you put them away in that?
I think so.
Yeah, no, jumping in the pillar seems like a fine idea.
So what now?
Jumping in the pillar?
You're going to jump in the pillar?
Well, Humon's going to let somebody else go first, and then he'll jump in the pillar.
Ha ha ha. I really want to say I'll jump in the pillar, but I mean, I don't know if I'll die. So.
Well, you know what we could do is we could have you, lean in, or we could have a dare lean in gently to see if, the wind catches and lifts them up, or we could just... So that way we don't...
A boulder nearby.
Yeah, that works. Just random boulders, so that way we can test.
Yes, there are totally random boulders in here. But, what if we toss the boulder down and then we just lose the jet stream of air? It's like we clog it or something.
True.
I will say that there's no boulders in here, but you could go, one room back and grab an iron sphere.
Oh, that's true.
Fucking iron spheres, man. Those things were terrible.
Well, they're not working anymore, so...
That's true, but it's still bad memories.
Those are great memories. They're scooting on the little platform, just inching around while skeletons are mauling the party to death.
Yeah. Hey, I got hit by a cannonball, alright?
I'll go get one.
An iron sphere?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make sure.
As wounded as I am, I will do it.
She's trying to milk. I, the wounded person, will do it. Don't you worry. So you grab an iron spear, and where are you chucking it?
At the air pillar. I just want to see if the air is hard enough to hit it.
Yeah. Okay. So you roll on the air current thing, and it starts kind of wobbling about, and it slowly goes up to this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well then, that answers that question.
I mean, that is a spear, though, isn't it?
You guys aren't as aerodynamic.
Well, that
I mean,
would
I'm
just mean we
willing to
would
puff
catch
out
the
my
air
wings.
even more.
The what?
We would catch the air even more then.
Not sure that's how that works.
Yeah, like the air just hits us and we float up. If a parachute was aerodynamic, it doesn't catch air; it would just go around it, and then it wouldn't be very helpful.
How about this? Why don't we tie a rope? How high is it up to the ceiling?
Oh, I'm gonna say 100 feet. Yeah, that sounds.
Oh, we've
arbitrary.
got that guy with us, right? I'm sure he's got something. That'd be the
Palestine,
guy.
yeah.
Allison?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's like, wait, what? Does he have rope?
Yeah.
No, you have rope, don't you?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying
rope, yeah.
rope. It would just be nice if he did
I mean-
200 feet.
Well, I'm not an adventurer, I'm just a wizard,
Okay, well then we have 150 feet of rope.
which is enough.
Okay, guess we could try tying it and then we can,
Throw him in and try it out.
yeah, let's throw him in.
But throw me in there?
So
Are you
we're
saying
gonna
I'm
we're gonna
mad?
we're gonna nonchalantly surround him in a circle, actually in a triangle, and like wiggle our bring our hands up and like wiggle our hands at him like we're all about to jump and grab him and tie him up. He'll be like, wait,
But
what are
right
you
before you do
doing?
that,
No.
no, but right before you do that, he kind of backs away and holds his hand out, Chris Pratt style, like you're
Oh
all
my God.
velociraptors. It's like whoa.
I don't like how you're looking at me.
No, I'm sure it's fine. Alliston, would you be obliged to just test the air chute for us? I mean, you're the sage here.
Give me a diplomacy roll, Mr. Enchanter.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Give me one moment. Why? That's what I get for not having my dice roller open.
Did you
There you
fail
go.
miserably because you didn't have it open?
No, I did not roll yet. There we go. And I have diplomacy plus 3. 22. I rolled a 19.
Wow.
He's like, oh yeah, I could do that. And if I fall, I've always got my fly spell, so not a big deal. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, if you had a fly spell, thanks a lot.
Alright, so what happens?
Well, are you gonna tie the rope
Doesn't
around him,
have to
or?
try and roll anything for
Tie the rope
casting a spell while falling.
and it'll go up, and then we can go along the rope so we don't like come out of the. Maybe not. Maybe that's not such a good idea. I don't know.
That sounds very convoluted. So he steps in the pillar, and his robe kind of like
Billows.
shoots up over his head like a umbrella,
I
in
don't
the
need to see
cartoons.
none of that.
And then he's got his big adult diaper on, and it just his ass is so pale, it's so hairy, and then he just kind of ascends up out of the ceiling. He does like he does like the who was it? The
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
the actress that
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
Apparently, yeah, he does that kind of like woo as he goes up. So
Okay, then yeah, Humal will follow. He'll gladly jump in and have his. He'll be ready to grab his robes down, so none of you are suggested to his big red ass. But otherwise,
I'm not wearing any robes, so.
oh, you're going commando.
No, I have leather on.
Oh, kinky.
Ugh.
Adair, what are you doing?
I'm kind of just watching, amused maybe.
Come on, everyone else is doing it. Why don't you do it?
I'm wearing plate.
so take off the plate and toss the plate armor pieces up little by little, and then jump in.
How about this? We tell Alliston to make sure and tie the rope to something up there, so that it's a real straight shot. Like and if he starts falling, he can just climb up the rope.
I would say the problem with that is that the rope would just be blown up into the room.
the other end of it.
But I thought the bottom end would.
We would have had to tie like 2 of our lengths of rope together, have someone hold it, and then while the other person goes up with the other end, like kind of like a grappling hook, grappling hook.
I'm sure it'll be fine, Derek. Just give it a try, and then if you start to fall, you can back out.
If you start to fall, just roll up a new character. Come on.
How about I can hold on to the rope?
Okay, well, if my character were to have guessed, would those monsters that came up before, they probably rode the air current up, didn't they?
No, they can fly on their own.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They totally flew on their own. Because they're scary, guys.
He's gonna like test the air a little bit to see if he'll catch with one of his limbs, like his leg.
So you're gonna put your leg in it?
Yeah.
It kind of catches your leg, and you're just like woof, and you kind of flip up into it.
Oh, good. I do backflips, and I don't even know where I'm going now.
You go up to the ceiling and out of sight.
Like Team Rocket.
I guess I'll go and I'll try and just bring the rope with me.
Okay.
We don't even know what happened to me yet. You're like, all right, yeah, let's go.
No, you get sucked up into the ceiling.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do up here?
No, through the hole in the ceiling.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up here?
Yeah, when you put your leg into the pillar of air, it kind of catches on it, and it's surprisingly powerful, and it kind of just scoops you up head over. You flip up into you get caught up in the current, and then push through the ceiling.
Where do I end up though?
Well,
Through the hole in the ceiling.
1 second, I gotta find the
I'm also wondering if there was a way down instead of going up.
Besides jumping, probably not.
So you end up in a pretty small room. The air pillar is still whooshing up to the floor into the ceiling, but it kind of lessens as it gets close to the ceiling, so you don't smack into it. You kind of just start to slowly bob around in it until you kind of right yourself and slide down onto the ground. And in front of you, there's there's 3 very short steps that lead up to a dais where you see a sarcophagus on it. It looks identical to the one that you saw before in the room with the lanterns, with the humanoid figure carved into it. Although this one, it's holding a sword. It's not just had its hands out. It's actually holding a sword.
So what does Alliston say about all this?
Well, he's just looking at it there doesn't seem to be any kind of apparent way to open it.
Oh, really?
And he's just kind of looking at it he's perplexed by
Well, I'll ask him. So, if the last one had a monster in it, do you think this is the actual sarcophagus, or is this just another monster-filled sarcophagus?
Ooh, I don't know. We have to
Open it up.
find some way to open it. But you have a hammer.
I do have a hammer.
Start hammering.
Not a small hammer, but I have a hammer.
Well, you should hammer it.
Oh, and actually on the wall behind it, there's another bas relief, and this one's actually colored. It shows a bald warrior, probably the one that's in the sarcophagus, looks just like him. Wielding a sword, and to his left is a demonic cloaked figure with 2 long horns tipped in red. The horn figure holds a device composed of a handle and a small hoop, seemingly used to kind of grab this black sphere. And as the bas relief progresses, it's not, there's no steam in this one. It's just kind of a progression thing. The demon uses the hoop to force the black sphere to touch the person, and then he slowly vanishes.
Oh, that sounds significant. Okay.
Wait, the fighter vanishes?
Yeah, the warrior. It looks like he's fighting this demon, but the demon was holding this almost like a pair of tongs, and it had this black orb in it, and he touched him with the warrior with the orb, and then the warrior just slowly disintegrated.
Well, then that means there might not be anything in there. It might not be openable.
Just a pile of ashes and his sword, maybe. They could have just put him into an urn then.
Yeah, I know.
Hamal, you can make an Arcana roll.
Yeah, I'll give the crap out of that Arcana roll. All right. 10.
10?
10.
Okay, you then do not know what's going on, but Alliston does. He mutters something about Hamal. As you're looking at the base relief, you're trying to what's and then you hear Alliston mutter something about a sphere of annihilation under his breath.
Oh.
Does my character recognize that as any religious item?
No. It would not be directly connected to any kind of gods.
It's just a bad time, basically. I mean, Sphere of Annihilation, you could do anything with that.
You can
destroy the moon so the Saiyans can't transform. I agree.
Well, you could also poop on it, and your poop would go away.
That sounds much better.
But where does it go?
Nowhere. It's like
that's kind of why it's called. Yeah. Let's say that's why it's called the Sphere of Annihilation.
So can I search around the sarcophagus to see if it has anything that looks like it could be a crack or a opening or a button or a...
Give me a search roll.
18.
On the back, you see a series of... They look like buttons, but they're different glyphs. And they look very similar to the glyphs that you've seen in this area.
And I'll point them out to Alliston.
And he crawls on top of the sarcophagus, looking at him,
He scurries on his hands and knees, Very intimate with sarcophagus.
Yeah, he's almost like a robed squirrel. Thankfully, he's wearing robes, so you can't see these nuts. He's kind of stroking his long beard, have you encountered any of these glyphs in this tomb?
Sure.
Well, I mean, a couple.
I'm sure we've seen a few.
Well, come here, Hamal, and which ones have you seen in here?
Humo will gladly oblige and tell him which ones we've seen.
So when you look at it, you realize that there are 7 of them on there, but there's only one that you actually recall seeing on the tomb, on the sarcophagus, way back at the start.
Okay.
The rest of them look kind of they look a little similar, but there are some differences. You had drawn it down, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He'll point out that one to Alliston.
Okay, and he'll kind of look at you. You point at it like that one, and he's just kind of do the honors.
Press it.
Yeah. No, I'll go ahead and give it a light press.
I'm going away.
The pillar of air that leads to the room all of a sudden just dies down, and there's no wind. And then there's another. Then all of a sudden it flares back up again, and the wind just billows through the whole room. And
Are we flying everywhere?
you're not flying. Like you're getting like kind of buffeted back a little bit, but it's not like knocking around or anything. And all of a sudden it's like, it's asking for the name. What's the name?
Oh, I have this in my notes somewhere.
Gosh dang it, I didn't write any of this down.
Come on. Because Aliston has told us this. I remember that.
Oh, he actually told it. Did you tell him the name, or did he learn the name?
He learned the name based on the research based on the glyph.
Yeah, remember we gave the glyph to him to research and.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have it written down, Hamal, or?
It has disappeared to the vagaries of Google Docs.
Okay, then he'll say Zosiel.
Oh.
There we go.
And then the sarcophagus, like a seam appears around it, as if like a lid is now grown. And then all of a sudden, he just kind of whoops excitedly and rolls off with the lid. And
I just removed the lid.
Go ahead and take a look, man.
And inside is... You ready?
Yeah.
A silver diadem inscribed with Zosiel's glyph. 2 slightly curved black horns with red tips.
Ooh.
Ooh, dibs.
A pewter box inscribed with alien writhing letter forms.
Oh, what?
That's unacceptable.
The lid looks like it's been kind of melted down to keep it like, so you would have to actually like probably bash it open.
Okay.
And that's it. It's a full size sarcophagus with all that's in it of those 3 things.
Gotcha. Okay.
But no body. Look at that.
Well, we know where the black horns came from. It came from that demon thing.
Do we know that for certain, though?
Well, I mean, his picture's above the sarcophagus.
Yeah, there's a bas relief above the sarcophagus of the pic. Presumably Zosiel fighting this demon, but then the demon poking him with the Sphere of Annihilation and destroying him. Which is why all this...
And you might need to make me an Arcana roll for, or you might have to make me make an Arcana roll for this. Isn't the Sphere of Annihilation big?
Well, you don't... I would say... give me another Arcana check.
Yeah.
It's like a little circle thing.
Oh, circlet?
Yeah.
Circle it around the like the top of your head.
Yeah.
That one was rare. Arcana is... Oh, is it +4? Okay, so 19.
They vary in size. Some of them, they can be really small. They might just do lots and lots of damage. Some of them are larger. They're like instantaneous destruction. It depends on who made it, what they made it from. So I mean, they don't have to be really big. They can.
I was just wondering.
The more they destroy it.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering, basically, is like, if the ones I'm thinking of are supposed to be big, wow, this must have been like a battle between the Titans kind of thing.
Well, it could have been, it very well could be massive in size, and actually that kind of begs the question, where is it now?
Especially if the battle was fought literally here.
Yeah. Because you can't destroy a Sphere of Annihilation. Whatever you throw at it just absorbs. It's like a black hole.
Right.
Ooh, more searching is to be had.
Yeah, but Humal will gladly take the horns.
Then he will put them on his head. He will turn it. He will make a headband and attach the horns to them, and he will wear them.
Have
No,
a
that's a
literal
bad
crown.
idea. It's a really bad idea.
Why is
Well-
that?
Well, they could attach to you. You could become this demon. It'd be horrible.
You can turn the helmet.
Or yeah, you could make it into a helmet, and then you'll get a gore attack instead.
Oh, so you mean I could be like my mom instead of like my mom's kid, basically?
Yeah.
And actually, I forget who mentioned that. Who suggested this? It had to have been Chris or it had to have been Adam in our other game, who mentioned adding non-magical potions to the game. So I put an alchemy skill in the game. So if, especially Hamal, if you want to retrain a skill to alchemy, I'd be fine with that because it wasn't in the game when we started. But
Oh, you mean the battle potions?
yeah.
Hmm.
But also
Basically, they just restore vitality.
no, it's so I put some in the actual doc as well, some sample potions. One of them is a healing potion, and what it does is you roll a d8, you regain that many wounds, but they're at a rate of 1 per round, and then you're -1 to your Constitution score for an hour. So that means that you would lose your maximum wounds would go down. And then I added like a stone skin potion that's you get your armor goes up by 2, but you're -1 dexterity. There's a giant's blood potion where you're +1 strength but -2 dexterity for like an hour. So they're not magical. They're more like the Witcher type potions where like you drink them and they modify your body. They have downsides though.
I remember the
But-
original Witcher being a pain in the butt. Like you really couldn't play the higher difficulties without using potions.
That's what they're saying for even Witcher 3. You have to use on harder. You have to use bombs. You have to use traps. You have to use potions. Otherwise, you're gonna get boned. But I'm only saying that because I wanted to just bring that up for Hamal's sake with those demon horns. If you want to do something demony with those horns, like potion wise or powder wise or something wise,
Mm-hmm.
alchemy is what you need to do that. And just let me know what you want to do with them. And we could roll with that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I would probably retrain Insight for alchemy.
Yeah, I just figured if I don't know if Melissa wants to do that for like making poisons and such, would be another application of that.
Maybe when I don't feel like shit.
Yeah.
Think about it.
So there's still that big pewter box.
Hammer it.
Where
Wait,
would
does anybody
medicine
have
fit
fire?
in the world of
Huh?
alchemy?
Does anybody have like a fire? Is the
No.
wizard? No, okay.
Allison has lightning bolts.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say we could try melting it. At least so we don't break whatever's in it, but
Allison's just like he's like, come on. He's like banging on the ground like.
I say Adair hammers it.
What am I
I mean-
hammering?
There's a fairly large like pewter box. It's like rectangular in shape that was also in the sarcophagus.
Yeah. Well, does it look like it was a storage box of any sort?
Yeah, it looks like someone took like two metal halves, put them together, and then kind of like melted them. Like you could still see the seam, and they didn't perfectly melt it down. It was like almost like a rush job.
Okay. Well, if there's anything kind of like a wedge or something that I can have somebody carefully place while I whack it to cut it in half, then yeah, maybe.
Allison's gonna prop it against the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let me see.
Go ahead.
I don't have any. Alright, do I need to roll strength or anything for this?
No. You got a giant hammer, so that'll suffice. So you smack it, and breaks open, and these large fucking tongs pop out.
Oh!
Oh! Snatch him up. Imo like drops the horns like fuck these things.
These things are useless, and he just throws them across the room.
I'll go grab him.
It almost looks comical how quickly he just like completely forgets the horns are there, drops them out of his hands, and leaps for them like a mother on Black Friday, just horrifically fast.
Another on Black Friday.
I've seen some ridiculous stuff on Black Friday, man. Some shenanigans.
I've seen war
You know,
crimes.
I watched an adult woman steal something from a toddler who was holding something. That was pretty great.
Didn't someone get trampled to death on a Black Friday?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that happened like every year.
Anyways, I'll grab those horns that he tossed.
Okay.
These items are pure evil and must be destroyed.
What?
These items are pure evil and must be destroyed.
That's the cleric in you talking.
It really is.
Man, that's just who you
That
are.
was in character. That's what I mean, I want to keep the items, but in character, I'm just like, these must be evil.
Look at the greed they're inciting in everyone.
Just watching Hamal just like, I really like these horns. He sees something else he wants instead, and he goes, throws it on the ground. No, I want those instead.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna put the circlet on my head, too. Yeah,
I've always had
pretty
the
now.
circle, guys. What are you talking about? And these horns, I've always had these horns. I brought these horns from home. They're mine.
For what it's worth, I'm guessing these tongs look pretty similar to the ones up on the bas relief.
Oh, they're identical.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The only thing we're missing is an orb.
Yeah, he's gonna like slam them down into his robes so far that somebody's gonna have to kill him to get him out of his robes.
Oh my god.
Adair, see, first they got the tongs, now they're all plotting to get this doom orb.
And then we'll rule the world.
And then they'll rule the world.
You can rule the world for my god. That'd be cool.
See, now you're thinking.
Oh, great. Now even the cleric's corrupted.
You could gladly have a third of the world, a whole third of the world, just worshiping your god. Shit, the rest of them can worship it too.
Okay.
But yes, very happy to. At first glance, are the tongs magical?
No.
Okay.
Anything magical?
Well, actually, wait, are those tongs magical?
Maybe they allow the handling of the orb.
I would say if
Yeah,
it's what it's.
I forgot if that's like a magical effect or if it's just what they're made of.
If it's what I'm thinking of.
It is. I just can't remember if they're magical or not, and I don't want to get my 3rd edition Dungeon Master's Guide.
You want me to
I've
get it?
got it.
You should. I don't want it.
Oh, maybe I can D20 SRD it. Let me speculate that.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't even know if they're tongs anymore.
Yeah, maybe they were chopsticks, and he's just holding them funny.
The small adamantine loop and handle are useless to the. Okay, so blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, it is magical. Never mind, it's magical. And it's not tongs. It's more like one of those like an Easter egg holding wire thingy.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
it's like.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
just the size of that orb to
Yeah,
hold
Yeah,
it,
you can dunk the orb in the water and then
You dye it a
yeah,
pretty color.
then you dye it.
It could be the pink orb of destruction.
Yeah, why is it all gonna be black all the time?
Interesting.
Black orbs matter.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, fair enough. Because Yeah. I don't know why. I guess Pathfinder totally got rid of the rods because you can just control it.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta find one first, and so it's like I don't have any problem oh, there's a orb that you can throw at a castle and eat it, and it's like, well, okay, but the DM has to put that in the campaign. Like, you might find. I'm just going to tell you guys now that orb thing. It's not a guaranteed find in this campaign.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
you will not find it if you don't go off the beaten path and actually look for it. It's
And
not.
we still have that stuff to do for the necromancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
But
there's my hopes all
and
dwindled.
and Jacob might know where it is if he's read the whole adventure path, but.
Well, I mean, I might have an idea where Elder Evil says it is, but I mean, you have to go searching hard for it. But
Yeah,
Kumal
but
is more than willing to do that.
you can't metagame it. So how do we research how to find it in game?
Well, that's what you would need to do. You need to find a place where, like a big city that might have books of people you can talk to. Powerful magic ritual might allow you to narrow it down.
Oh yeah, use some divinity.
Yeah, a divination thing. And also, Jacob, I did add those illusion thingies, so if you want to.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Okay. And the other thing is I made a spreadsheet, and I shared it with all you guys. So this was just more of a way I could visualize what talents exist, what builds off of what. So blanks could be filled in, things could be tiered up and whatnot.
Can everybody edit?
Yeah, everyone can edit it. You don't
Then
have
do you
to
want us to do something to show that we edited it?
make it
I think
bold.
there's a change log.
There could be, but it might be easier to color the square too.
I would just say do it in bold, or I'll make my stuff bold, and then you guys can just type it in normally. I really don't care. It's just more of a this way it's easier for everyone to visualize. Because in the final book, I'm going to actually make kind of a graphic where it's like I want to be a fighter, and they'll have the Slayer tree, the Defender tree, so you can kind of go down a progression, like an actual track to better visualize where your character can go. Just to make it look kind of nice, and also that way you're not looking like I want to deal damage, Slayer, and then Mighty Slayer requires Slayer, so you're not going back and forth across the book because I have everything alphabetized for no reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, the egg holder is magical. It's actually quite intense when you flip your detect magic on. It's like you're looking at the sun. You gotta avert your eyes and kind of close them. You're like, oh my god, my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll definitely do that and be like, okay, nobody else should touch this.
It's radioactive, and only demon wizards, won't get cancer.
All right, let me have it.
No, you're not a demon. I'll touch it. You're not a demon. You're not a demon either. Well, I'm a wizard. Yeah, you're only half.
You're only halfway there. You're gonna get half cancer.
In the brain.
Yeah. Give me 2 minutes, guys. My wife's calling me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, well, Jacob's gone. Chris, on Fallout 4, how do I replace walls?
What do you mean?
I went back to Sanctuary Hills, and I want to rebuild the house that you start in, or that your family was in, but I can't replace the walls.
No, you really can't. I mean,
You just gotta
they
make
they have it so that. Well, are you playing on computer?
No.
No, PS4.
Okay. I was gonna say mods are always available to basically let you do anything, but on the PlayStation 4, I mean, you basically just hold down that pad, and it opens up the menu to allow you to build stuff. Huh?
I know how to build stuff. I just didn't know if you could directly replace walls or what.
Well, they're like there are smaller pieces that you can build, but they're meant for floors, and you really can't. They won't let you put them on their side. Otherwise, I'd suggest that. So yeah, like holes in walls and stuff, unfortunately, are still there. Like all the permanent structures you're not allowed to deconstruct are unfortunately unmovable. I mean, in my very first playthrough, I just went through Sanctuary. Once I figured I could like deconstruct all the ruined houses and everything, I just cleared it all out and started building my own stuff.
That's what I did too. I went to like 2 houses. I scrapped everything inside,
Oh, really?
and then there was actually a house next to the house with the workbench that you can just scrap the whole house at once. So I just did that. And then
Yeah, you get the whole foundation.
yeah, so I started building on that because I was like, well, fine, I'll just build a new house with blackjack and hookers.
You know what? Forget the hookers.
I don't have a hooker
Wait,
option.
no, I think he said, well, you know what? Forget the blackjack.
Yeah,
Love Bender. He's the best.
What?
not Bender.
Oh,
That's what
right.
he kept saying on Futurama.
Blackjack and hookers. That show was supposed to be a comedy, but it was all about feels instead. They lied.
And having sex with everybody.
Yeah,
Was that
I
Brandy?
noticed that like in later seasons, it was just everyone's banging everyone.
Yeah. Even they make this whole thing about how Zoidberg would die if he had sex, but like even he does it once, and it's like he's not dead.
Yeah. Really, honestly, the only episode about feels that got me was the one where the dog.
Oh, of course.
That's like the saddest fucking episode of everything.
I watched every episode. It was so good.
Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, we were talking about
Fallout stuff.
and
And
saddest
Futurama.
episode of Futurama.
Futurama's so good. It's a very well written show. I'll give it that.
I was so happy when it came back for like a single episode in The Simpsons.
Yeah,
I haven't kept on The Simpsons in forever.
Me neither.
they haven't been great recently, so you're not missing much there.
That's what everyone tells me anyways. It's not what it used to be, so who cares?
Yeah, that's really what it is. But anyways, yeah. Hoop and
Welcome back with your face.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks. Oh shit. Fuck. Come on, Google Hangouts. Quit throwing the unblock camera thing in front of my pointer.
What's that, Joel? Hi, bud.
Just put a piece of tape over it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's fine. I show my Wednesday night group, but nobody else here puts on their camera, so I just.
Well, there's 2 of us, so it's a bit hard.
Yeah.
We're too ugly. Well, okay, David's not ugly.
I am quite hairy.
Very hairy.
She said that almost sexually like he is, I know.
And it sounds horrible with this voice right now.
I'm glad you heard that too, Chris. I really am.
Yeah.
God.
Some women like a nice hairy mattress to lay on.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Horrifyingly sexy.
No, I can understand that. My wife actually prefers when I have this ridiculous, awful, shitty beard, but.
Well, see, then it's not ridiculous or awful.
Yeah.
She's just like, maybe if he has a ridiculously awfully looking beard, nobody else will look at him and I don't have to worry.
You know what? That is almost too good of a...
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry if I brought this to your attention.
No, you're fine.
So, now what are you doing?
I mean, we've got the loot. I mean, was there anything Alliston wanted else to take a look at?
Well, we
No,
haven't
that's all that's in this room.
really gotten through all the other colors and whatnot, but I'd kind of be curious to do the whole necromancer thing first.
Yeah, I was just saying, there's kind of a zombie epidemic that we need to go deal with.
That is true.
Or
do you
I
think
thought it was a.
What should we do about the horn? Should we have the what's his name try and like research it to see what it does, or?
they're mine. I'm gonna glue them to my head.
Yeah, you put them on your head?
Okay, I put them on my head, David. What happens?
You like, ha, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Aww.
I was like, I didn't know you.
Like, horrifically sprout demon wings and just, like, fly off to do evil.
That's what she says too. Now I'm off to do evil.
Your mom goes, I don't know you wanted to be a champion, Sumia.
Wait, how big are the horns, by the way? And how pointy are they?
Quite pointy and I don't know, like average length horns.
Okay, would you say that they're like a dagger, perhaps?
I suppose you could stab someone with them.
Would it be the same as a dagger?
Oh, they're made of bone, so if you my rule on
Well,
using
there's
like
red on them, and they are demon.
what is the red? What? I don't understand.
I
This
don't
isn't
know. I'm
Warhammer.
hoping there's some power in them of some sort when I stab
They are
people.
red. Oh, you're right. So they're like the strength of a two-handed sword.
They also go faster through the air.
No, they're horns. So you can use them like a dagger, but on that one they're gonna break. Like it'll snap off or something because it's just bone.
They don't have any magic to them or anything.
No, they're just demon horns.
I'm sure they're probably valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, valuable to me.
You're just not sure how.
I want to be able to make some kind of like weapon with them of some sort. Like
Well,
them in powder and then like fuse it with
Snort it.
metal and I don't know.
I want to grind them into powder and snort it.
No,
I would recommend against it.
not that sick.
And then grind them into powder and put them in a balloon and kneel them all the way to another city.
I would like to rest though eventually, like go back to town and rest. That'd be great.
Yeah, we should go do that and then go deal with the burgeoning zombie epidemic.
So the wind pillar is now not as strong as it was before. So, now when you get in it, you just slowly float down back to the other platform.
Nice. How
But what if
convenient.
we ride it all the way down to the very bottom?
I don't recommend that.
Well, how are you going to get back up?
Yeah, that's really the thing. So how do we get back up?
Yeah, I'm gonna get off my element.
There probably be a way out through the bottom. I mean, come on, guys.
I only got
You want to test
hits,
it?
8 hits that I can take. So.
I'll do it.
Oh.
Really?
I'll
All
ride
right.
it to the bottom. And then you guys don't have to, and if I don't come back up, well, see yous, I guess.
Jamal will grab a rope out and toss it to him,
That's
so that
all
way
right.
if he reaches the length of the rope and it's still not at the bottom, we can just pull him back up.
It's not at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's dumb. You should come back up, Humal says as he tries to yank him back up.
Oh, really? It's that far down?
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't see the bottom. You go down 100 feet, and then the rope gets pulled taut, and you still can't see anything.
Throw a torch.
I'm gonna hang there, and I'm gonna try and light a torch.
You can't because of all the air blowing around.
I'm gonna cover it like a desperate smoker out in a cold, windy winter night.
It's not gonna fly because it's
Damn thing won't light. All right, pull me back up.
Yeah, Humal will gladly, grumbling all the way and asking for help, pull an arrow.
Jerk is wearing plate armor. Urgh.
Why is he the one that wants to go down?
Oh, come on, guys. Even the extra role play wouldn't get that stupid fire to light. It makes me so sad.
What?
Dude, that's a lot of wind. That's literally enough wind to gently slow a guy in plate armor.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Listen,
still an insane amount of wind.
what if it
Like,
was in a lantern that was covered? Glass lantern.
Yeah, when Adair gets up to the top, Kamal's going to take the unlit torch from him, light it, and then toss it over the edge, not into the pillar of wind, just off one of the other edges.
Okay, so it's like, you ever see the movie Golden Child?
No.
Eddie
Oh,
Murphy,
yeah, Eddie Murphy. So
Asian child.
there's a part in the movie where he's got to cross this room where there's these really thin pillars and it's all shadowy darkness, and he's like, oh, I get it. You're trying to make me think there ain't no bottom, but there's a bottom, and so he flicks a coin over the edge and he's like listening and he's listening. He doesn't hear anything, and he's like, "There's no bottom," and he starts freaking out as Eddie Murphy does. So you throw the torch over the edge, and it just goes down, 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 until you can't see the light anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's comforting.
Yeah. Homal gives Adair a look like, really? You test it with light first, then you try to jump down, because you almost just rode down into that. You wouldn't have hit the bottom for 100 years.
Oh, come on. Even the planet has to have a center. I just roast.
Not in
That's
RPGs,
example.
it doesn't.
This world isn't round.
Ah, yes, I forgot. It's totally flat, yeah. It's actually a triangle.
Anyways, we'll get out of the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you leave the tomb behind with all of the quests completed.
No, not really, but whatever.
What do you mean?
Well, there is still more rooms to be had. I know it, but that's all right. We can
No, there
come back.
wasn't.
When we didn't turn the sarcophagus all the way around. And
Yeah,
fight all
you had
that.
to turn all the way around.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
In order to go back to where we were, at some points we had to turn it
Yeah,
around.
but we didn't enter anything that might have popped over.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
You did one elevator popped up and down, one of them fell down, one of them was a trap. There was only 3.
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you. All the quests are completed.
Fine.
Okay. There are no
Okay.
other rooms in the entire
Got
tomb.
it,
You
got
guys
it,
have
got it.
explored every room in this tomb except for the hidden ones.
What?
So, you're going back to town to rest, right?
Yeah.
Olliston actually says he's going to hang around. No, with the tomb. He's not going to hang around with you guys, you scrubs.
We are kind of scrubs.
This is where we murder him. I mean,
No, I'm not worth that much XP.
this is where we test the hole with him.
And Olliston fell for 100 years, and then he hit the bottom. Kamal was right.
So how much does it cost to stay at the?
At the end where you won't get shivved and robbed is a silver piece a night.
Alright, be right back.
Okay.
Is there a way to break a gold piece to silver piece?
Yeah, you give it to the innkeeper, and then you watch him very carefully and say, I want fucking exact change, or I'm going to kill you.
I'm just
and
making
then
sure.
he gives you exact change.
Okay. And it's 100 and a
No, 10.
10. Oh, whatever.
So he'll give you 9 back.
Okay. Well, I already had a silver piece. I just.
Unless you want to threaten him. Like, isn't there 100 silver pieces in a copper piece? I got demon horns.
The one where we gain all our wounds back?
Oh, I don't know.
A long rest.
Is that what we decided on? Was getting rid of all the wounds on a long rest?
Or is it con mod?
I thought it was all the wounds.
And I
Okay,
think
then it's all wounds.
okay. Well,
We're trying both systems in different games, so we can try to figure out which one actually works.
Then I already had a silver piece, so I'm just gonna use my last silver piece.
Okay. Are you guys gonna share them, or are you all taking different rooms?
I'm not sharing. I'm taking a different room, yo. I got my horns.
Oh my god, you're like
I
Luis.
got my circlet.
You're like Luis in that friggin' ambergrease.
That
Like,
was awesome.
like, you guys gonna steal my horns? I'll show them. They're gonna get these horns. They're my horns now. And then Hamal in his room. You guys gonna get my fucking talisman? It's my talisman. I'm gonna keep this shit.
My fucking talisman is fair.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
granted, I really only have to worry about thievery from one type of person.
Me?
No, one type of person, because
Oh.
anybody else touching this gets horrific cancer.
Oh, I get what you're saying, because it's bad.
And then Adair's in his room with the forever alone face. So are you all taking different rooms?
Yes.
Yeah, might as well.
Fine, you know what? I'll let Adair have the circlet, and while he's sleeping, I'll put it on his head.
And then
That's
like
cute.
and then when you stand over him while he sleeps, like running the horns on your cheeks, just watching him. And then when he wakes up, oh, what are you doing here? Don't worry about it. Just go to sleep. Why is the circlet on my head?
It's okay, princess. It's okay.
Don't worry about it. Just go to sleep.
I'll totally do that.
And then he gently just stroke his hair. You're precious to me. Chris, are you here?
No, he's muted. He probably does hear us, though.
Damn it.
All that effort for nothing.
Well,
Oh,
no,
speaking of which.
but no. See, now it'll be an inside joke between us.
Sumia's unrequited love for Adair.
Well, I was just thinking creepy horn strokings.
That works too. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So who's gonna keep
Incidentally.
watch? I'm gonna go first. Don't worry about it. Go to sleep.
Sleep.
Don't worry about it. Go to sleep.
Oh, I cannot be
Oh.
laughing at this. I'm gonna start coughing real bad.
Oh, I meant to ask. On the ghost,
Yes.
where is the level of
I'm back.
sorry, some of them are 2 to 5. It doesn't say which ones are 2 to 5 and which are 6 through 10.
Oh, really?
Well, that one. Like Eric pointed out a typo. This move requires itself.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
I just forgot to change it.
I bet he found that funny.
I did find that funny.
I bet he did too, though.
Yeah. So if you go down to page, what page am I on? I don't know what page I'm on. 6. Where it says like Death's Icy Caress. Above that, it will say when you gain a level from 2 to 5, choose from these moves. And then when you scroll down to page 9, it'll say when you gain a level from 6 to 10, choose from these moves as the level 2 to 5 moves. Where it says Banshee's Wail, that one's the 6 to 10 start.
Okay.
I mean,
Awesome.
it's on there. It's just
Sorry.
it's on
What
there.
are we
It's just
doing
not
now?
obvious.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're just talking about a playbook for Dungeon World.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Somebody's yelling
Okay.
for me.
Okay. So now,
Now
while
that
he's gone, we can go back to talking about Fallout.
Okay.
I don't know. I just scrapped all the house. I kind of just did, ran through, been scrapping everything, and I built some turrets. I don't even know why, if they're actually useful. I built a radio broadcast.
maybe
Yeah, it told me to do that. It said build a recruitment tower or something. So I built that. I put a
Wait,
power.
you can get people to.
Yeah, you get little. I guess so. It says it has people
So
as a
you can
resource.
basically build your own little city.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Really?
You can get around like 12 people or so. That's the most I've gotten so far to show up, but it depends on how happy the area is.
Huh.
It's nice
Yeah.
though because you can set up like say for every one person you have there, you need to generate 1 food and 1 water to make sure that they have enough. And
So
for each
that's
1
what makes
food
the
and
area
1
happy.
yeah, well the excess food and water makes them happy too, but like having lighting and stores and stuff like that will produce more happiness. If you have the maximum amount of people available and you have like the best stores available, it'll also generate income and it'll be stored in the workshop for you. So that's nice. But if you have excess food being made and excess water, it'll also show up in the inventory at the shop too. So you can have lots of purified water, which is really helpful because that heals like 40 hit points. And
Right.
or if your charisma is at level 6 and you have the ability to do trade caravans and stuff too. Say you have all this excess food and water, but the next area that you want to try and develop doesn't. Like it doesn't have any food, doesn't have any water, it doesn't really have the space for that stuff. Well, then you need to create a trade caravan to go there, and it'll take all that excess food and water, and now they don't even have to make food and water. They're perfectly fine, and they can be just shops, or they can be like a total fortress or something like that.
Local leadership rank 2.
Well, we know what
Well,
I
1 and 2, yeah.
So, are you just guys gonna go to bed, or are you gonna do anything before you go to bed?
Buy more rations.
Well, I doubt I'll find any in this town. Humal actually wanted to go and look and see if he had any, if the town had any particularly interesting storage solutions, like bags of holding, which I doubt are here, but you know what I mean.
No, and magic items. They're. I know this is like a D&D-ish game, but I'm kind of. I'm not gonna. You can't just really buy them. You, as a wizard, could feasibly construct one. You just got to figure out how to do it. But it's like a thing where you're not gonna build like a bunch of bags of holding to start hawking them in the street or whatever. So this talisman that you found is not just rare. It's not just for you. If you're it's like, holy crap, I found this thing. It's not just because of what it is. It's because of the fact that it's actually magical in the first place. Like, this is probably the first actual magic item your characters have ever seen.
Right.
So it's like if you were to sell this, you would be able to sell it for a crap load of money, or someone would just kill you and take it because that's how
Rare.
Yeah, like it would be worth like millions of gold pieces. Which is why someone would probably just kill you.
How much are rations?
I think like it's 2 silver a day.
Oh, worth noting. I totally forgot, or I forgot to mention that when I asked you on the 6 through 10 moves, I actually had not scrolled past that second page or third page there to find them. That was my bad.
Oh yeah, well I put a lot of backgrounds in it because I was trying to think like what are all the ways like a ghost would come about, because I only want to have 3, but I didn't know which 3 everyone thought was the coolest one, so I put all those on there. And Eric was kind of right. Some of them kind of overlap with tragic death or whatever. And that's fine. But that's usually how I do it. Is like I put a crap load of moves down, and then whatever people hate, as long as they're not horrible, I'll put them in the director's cut anyway as like a backup thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah, but I mean, so the advanced moves are on there, and Eric did a lot of commenting on them. I'm gonna give other people time to do commenting as well.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
One of the vendettas people, but better not be giving them to Nikki. She's not allowed to have chocolate. She better not have. You don't give it to Nikki. Lily?
Well, I gotta see if our daughter's feeding their dog chocolate donuts.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was actually going through the cleric stuff and adding suggestions as we were playing. So we're looking at the spreadsheet, and I was like, wow, look at all these talents that really aren't developed yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like throwing shit at it right now.
Well, little one's not going to do nothing to her, but two of them might at least make her feel sick.
Well, let's see what happens. Okay. So, yeah, no one has any bags of holding or anything like that. Four.
Yeah, no, in that case, yeah, you could see. Chumal would be more than willing to try to find some creative storage solution for this thing. Like, this you could see happening, like a small box with a false bottom or something like that.
Yeah, that would be. You could. There's definitely like a blacksmith in town who could, try to, if you commission him to make something like that, like a bag with like a side, like storage panel, to do that. He's willing to do it. He just wants, we'll say, 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces.
Now remember,
Make
you
it-
have 117.
Yeah.
It'll be very high quality, very durable, and a false pocket, a hole, because you got to store that whole talisman in the side. You can't do it on the bottom because it's too long. You hold in a backpack that's really wide, it'll look weird. So he's got to do it like a long way.
Gotcha.
But-
No, that makes sense. Okay. Worth noting, it's 114 gold pieces. I spent 3 on something.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I was just letting you know. That's what I got.
Oh, okay. I don't really care. It's a lot of money.
And what'll kind of end up happening is there'll be like the lining will be hollow on one side of it, so you can kind of slide it in. That way, it won't look like obviously like why is it so thick on the side thing, and then it'll also have like a metal frame, so that way if someone picks up your bag, it won't like kind of collapse around the talisman and reveal that there's something hidden in there. So he's got this whole setup he's going to do to keep it secret, keep it safe.
Yeah, that's totally a thing. Yeah, him all gladly be like, seems like you've done this before, but yeah, I'll definitely. This is something you do common, huh?
Well, he not everyone can afford it, and most people, they got something far more valuable they want to keep hidden.
No, that's a great idea. Yeah, he'll gladly pay that. How quick can he make it?
He'll need a day to like get the parts and build it.
Awesome. All right.
Like it won't take him a whole 24 hours, but it's going to basically be like a day project.
Okay. Yeah, he'll gladly pay.
Okay. So he'll be doing that. And is there anything else anyone's doing before you go to sleep?
Well, I said I bought rations.
Okay, you got your
I already
rations.
got them.
Adair, you doing anything else?
I already subtracted the amount for me to buy rations as well.
Okay.
Let's see here. How many rations do you guys buy in?
I
made
bought
sure that I
4.
put 10.
I just made mine up to 10, so.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do the same then, because of course, for some reason. Yeah. There we go. How many silver pieces per day rations?
2.
2. Okay. Perfect. All right. Cool. Yeah. Buy the rations. Buy that sweet backpack that I can keep my talisman of the sphere in.
He's in here, Mom.
And
Mom,
you go to sleep. Next day, you wake up.
Oh yeah, we should get in touch with Filge. And
Yeah.
And no wounds suffered.
And have it, because Filch was going to come with us, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Alright, sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
My dog had to run. Is everything okay with the dog? Is everything okay with the dogs? We're a dog.
Are you talking about us?
Yeah.
I mean, from what we can tell, yeah, she's.
Oh, she's a big lab. I don't think a small little mini chocolate donut is going
Chocolate isn't really going to do anything in the first place. It's only real chocolate that'll get them really sick, but, you know, it's still good to be careful about that.
Right. Especially, yeah, making sure our kids know not to do that.
Throwing our daughter is just shoveling her like a handful of bunch of donuts.
Yeah, or giving her treats, because she knows where her treats are, so.
Right.
That dog is fat enough.
Lily only had one donut.
Okay.
And then she grabbed the one on her desk. That's it. That's all that's left.
Okay. So yeah, next day, what are you doing?
We'll go to see Filch, I guess.
Okay.
yeah, go and tell Filge. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we gotta go deal with that business.
All right.
Can I show him the horns and see if he could do anything with them?
Some horrific necromantic ritual with them.
Right.
I could do some horrific necromantic ritual.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, you know, I could maybe conjure the demon's soul, make a demon skeleton, something horrific.
Can't make a weapon or anything for me?
No, not as such.
Can't give me like a vial of liquefied horn.
I can liquefy the horn.
Will it do anything?
I don't know. I'm not a demonologist. I'm a necromancer.
Fine, they're my horns. You don't touch them.
Oh, hey, that's cool. Your horns. You do what you got to do.
Alright, never mind. Forget it.
His name is Filge, right?
Yeah.
So I guess, are we preparing to go down and do this thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
And that way we can seem like cool guys and make some more cash off it.
Oh, did you write out his stats and stuff for him being a companion or what?
Yeah, I got some stats ready to go. I didn't print them out though. That's fine. I'll just
I have
put
to
them
make a
on.
necromancer ability tree now. Unless necromancer is a cleric thing, like domain death.
I would definitely. I could see there being some overlap there, but I could also
Make it its own thing.
Yeah, like depends. I guess I expected death domain to be. You know, I could see them. You know, talking with the dead as a shared thing within. You know, death cleric more about making sure souls stay dead or killing people and stuff.
More the death as an idea versus undeath.
Yeah.
Which incidentally, necromancy would be fucking sweet. I've always been a big sucker for necromancers, so I was like seeing what different systems do with them.
Well, I'm gonna put a necromancy tree in this at some point. I just gotta getting around to it.
Yeah, no worries.
I think the starting thing would be like, you can get a dead creature, conjure its spirit, ask it, interrogate it, or something to that effect, and then the trees beyond that would be like, drain the life of the living, conjure undead, turn them into zombies or whatever.
Yeah,
For
sure.
Okay.
Makes complete sense.
So Philge will tell you he says, okay, so all I know is that this cult is in the Dowerstone mine, and we're not supposed to be going in there, so we're gonna have to keep a low profile. Probably gonna have to kill some people. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have any questions? Got any plan to go over?
Well, do you know what the area looks like already? Like, have you been there before?
Nope. Smink got me over from the Free City, and I shacked up in the observatory. I haven't been in the mine. Have any of you been in the mine?
No.
Okay.
How long is it going to take to get there?
Well, the mine's actually it's like where the actual town is. It's like just on the outskirts of town. It's gonna maybe a 10-minute walk.
Okay.
The mine itself isn't far. It's just that the mines are usually there's a security detail and whatnot. They'll like kind of monitor. So who goes in. You got to rent gear, and then you got to return it. If you break it, they cut your pay. It's like a whole thing. So.
Well, Schmank wanted you to go down there and take care of it already, so couldn't we just go, or is that not what happened?
No. He wanted me to figure out what that worm was all about. And, I mean, we can't exactly tell Ragnolan Dowerstone that, hey, we're going to go into your mine and go into your cult place. So we're going to have to keep a low profile.
Just as well?
Huh?
So we got to pretend to want to go mine in it?
Oh, what did you say, Adair?
Do you suspect he's a cultist as well?
Who, Smenk?
No, the owner of the mine. What's his name?
Ragnolan Dowerstone. No, he's a cultist.
He is, okay.
He introduced Smenk to the whole thing.
So Schmenk knows all about it. Is there any way we could pretend that we're interested in joining this cult and then sabotage it from the inside?
Well, that's definitely a thing we could do. How do you want to go about it?
Question. So we know that the worm's got to do with end of the world type stuff, right? Did Filch tell Schmenk that yet?
You gotta ask him.
Okay, then Humal will ask. Filch, that stuff we talked about last time with the worm being, harbinger of the end of the world and all that stuff. Did you tell Smank that?
No, I did not.
Is there a reason?
He's got kind of a temper on him. I don't know if he'd like that kind of news.
Alright.
He's that kind of person where even if you told him the world was going to end, he would take it out on you and kill you.
What an asshole.
There's a reason I moved to the Free City, which is you all know of the Free City. It's east. It's like a couple weeks to the east. Big place. But you gotta, if you don't have money to make a start there, you're probably just going to be a, destitute beggar for the rest of your life. It's a big, also like a pretty big, like trade city.
Gotcha. So someplace I have to go after this, just in case we need to do some research on where to find a big horrific sphere of annihilation.
Yeah, yeah. If any place is going to have any kind of like library or maybe like Wizards College type place, that would be the place you're thinking. Like, that would be a good start, or at least you could go there and definitely figure out where to go from there if you had to find such a place.
Right.
So, since Filge has already been introduced to the cultist guy, maybe Filge is the only one who'd be able to introduce us and being interested in this cult.
Oh no,
Smack.
Filge wasn't introduced to the cult.
No,
he
Smack.
wasn't.
Smack was Filch was introduced to the worm to figure out what the worm is like, or the worm is all about.
See. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how we could go about being interested in this. Like, okay, what would the leadership look like in the cult? Like, for example, what would the cult be called? And is it ancient? And what would we say if we were like, oh well, we had a calling to bring upon this giant worm of death?
If you wanted to figure out what the name of the cult is, that would essentially be you would need to like kind of go around the streets, spend a couple hours walking around, talking to people, trying to like drop hints. That would effectively be like a streetwise role.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like if you fail, if the cult catches wind that you guys are asking about it, that could, you might get attacked, or they might be going high alert for people, like you showing up. So there's risks to it. But if you wanted to figure out what the cult is, that's going to be how you're going to have to go about it.
What does Filch think of this plan?
He says, well, I don't want to. Okay, I didn't actually tell Smank that I was helping you guys, that you were helping. So I don't want to ask him, but if you want to try to join the cult, well, that would be a way to do it. It's just, how did everyone else get in the cult? We just hang out where the dregs of society hang out, and maybe maybe one of them will show up looking to recruit.
Are you talking about that place where I irritated the half orc?
No, I'm thinking worse than that. Like,
like we're going out to the slums of the slums. Like even the people that live in the slums don't want to go to this place because it's so jank.
So slummy.
Yeah. We've got to slum it up, get recruited, and then roll in there with magic blazing and deal with the problem. Or we can not do that and try to take it down from the inside.
Either we kick in the door or we try and go about it all sneaky-like.
I don't know, Sumia, what do you place our chances of being all sneaky-like?
Well, my chances are great, but I mean, sneaky-like if he means pretending to be the cult and whatnot.
Well, if you're all sneaky-like, what if you scout ahead?
I guess I could.
Yeah, go scout. We'll hang around the top of the mine, just loitering like delinquents, and then when you come out and let us know that it's like there's way too many dudes down here and there's just zombies everywhere.
Guys, this mine is a sausage fest.
Then we can decide, okay, do we want to go in there and get turned into zombies, or if we want to, like, actually go in and deal with the problem.
Okay.
So you want this? Okay, so so there's no way for you to actually just to sneak into the mine itself. It's too closely guarded.
Mine,
okay.
And then I'll
sneak
around.
So give me a. Well, okay.
Another quick idea.
So okay, you go up to the what?
I said another quick idea might be pick off a couple stragglers on the outside, have what's his name raise them, and have them attack the front while we sneak in. That'd be kind of cool too.
On the actual mine?
Yeah.
Have create some undead to attack the guards while they're distracted. Go inside.
That's a hell of a tactic. Adair, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Phil just like,
and have a couple undead get killed at the same time. I mean, kind of serves dual purpose here.
now I don't want to be the moral compass here, but the undead that are going to get killed were going to be formerly living people that we murdered just for the express purpose of distracting and kill. I'm cool with that because I'm a necromancer. I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure you're aware of that we had to murder those people to make them dead in the first place.
Okay.
Well, it's not murdering if they're cultists or they're cultists deep inside and the rest on the outside are workers and stuff.
Well, I mean, Phil is like, well, I'm pretty sure most of them are just workers.
I was gonna say, why don't we just pretend to be workers?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so we got since I got 3 plans here. Murder undead, which again Phil is down with. Sumi is scouting, which Phil is also cool with, or everyone pretends to be a worker, which Phil is also cool with.
I mean, I'm cool with pretending to be workers. We'll just rent some shitty clothes, put them on over our regular clothes, walk in with fake names, and then we could have Phil's like lead a bunch of generally okay-looking undead in. Generally okay-looking.
You want to murder undead and make them walk in?
Well, if he's got his experiments, right? Like we could make use of those.
They're
possibly
really
decrepit looking.
They're really shambly and smelly. I'd be much more comfortable murdering someone already inside the mine to avoid getting caught.
Well, that's fine. When we murder cultists, we can have you raise them. For what it's worth.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, them being shambly and smelly would not be any improvement over most of the workers in this town, from what I've seen.
But I just don't want to. I want to risk an ambush. Well, we can murder some workers when we're inside the mine. I mean, we can just,
No, that's fine. We'll murder cultists, and then you can raise them, as long as you're willing we'll make sure that you're willing to throw in some fire support there.
No, I'm gonna help you guys.
Okay.
I got a vested interest in getting to the bottom of this myself. So, disguise and walk in.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you go to like the finest rag tailor in town. You know, he fits you guys out. It's going to be 5 coppers a person.
I don't even want to record that.
and Phil he's like, hey, can you guys spot me? I left my wallet and my other necromancer pants.
I'll spot him. That way, all the coppers.
I'm a necromancer, not a necromancer.
Look the part.
Well, he's got his black high collared, he got it from Hot Topic style robes with the plastic skulls, all shittily painted. No ink washing or anything like that. So you get your new duds. You go to the Ragnolan mine. The guys stop you there. They ask for you're gonna have to put a deposit of 2 silver pieces down.
Each?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And they're gonna give you they give you a pickaxe. And if you break it, you bought it.
Cool.
And it's like a whole like gated.
Yeah.
Almost like a little small keep at the. Like a what?
I don't know if any of you have been to a mine in real life. Yeah, you don't just walk in. You gotta like go through security gates and everything.
Yeah. They got a whole thing set up here where like you walk in, you got to slide the money under like a fence thing, and then they motion they pass you the pickaxes back, and then You go in, and so the idea is that you go into the mine, you mine whatever you get, you come back out, you show them what you got, they weigh it out, they pay you off of that. If your pickaxe is in good condition, they'll give you your deposit back. Maybe they'll probably fuck you over anyway, so it's probably a loss at this
You
point.
need to say, oh, it's kind of chipped at the end. I can't use this.
Well, they'll take the pickaxe anyway and they'll keep your deposit, but
Yeah.
it's just that kind of account.
Yeah.
So you guys get your pickaxes, and Phil, he totally does his Swedish accent, fool the guy. I'm a Swedish miner. And then you're in the mine. It's dark. The air is terrible in here. It's not ventilated very well at all. Actually, they're probably pumping carbon monoxide in here. You can see people shuffling about the mine, like they're going down different branches, and they're just hammering away, chipping away, pushing carts back and forth. What do you do?
Humor Filge, do you have any idea where we're going here?
No. But it's a mine. I mean, how complex can it be? Let's just walk down the different shafts till we find, I don't know, some kind of cult door entrance.
So, like, we're probably looking for the deepest, darkest part of the mine.
Yeah.
All right, down we go.
Give me a search roll, whoever's taking point.
I'll do it.
Okay, Simi is doing it. Okay, so after 20 minutes of you guys walking around, the first thing you come across is a mine corridor. Like you walk down one corridor, you hit a dead end, you go back. Assuming you're looking around the walls, maybe they got a hidden passage in here. Yeah, that's it. And then after 8 different shafts, you finally go down one, and you see there's this boarded up section of the wall that just has the words "keep out" on it.
Shit, I'm keeping out of that.
Like that's ever gonna keep us out.
Yeah.
Come on. Wait, so did we walk down here with I've got a giant hammer and a giant axe, so I literally just walked in with my.
Oh crap! No. Okay, if you want to bring those with you, that would have had to have been a a bluff roll. Like you would have had to disguise those things. So,
Oh, I can disguise the shit out of those.
Shit! You're illusionist. You're an illusionist. Never mind.
Yeah, your hammer, no, it's a pickaxe. Just carry it very gently and don't bang it against anything, please.
Well, you wouldn't have had a pickaxe when you walked up. So I mean, what you would have had to have done is as you guys were walking here, you would have had to make it look like I don't know.
Fence or something.
Yeah, so you would have had to
the background.
Change it to something else, like a shovel or something. But no, that's a brilliant idea. So no roll. You illusion it to look like a mining tool, or just part of, or just make it like a cloak or something like that.
Right.
And that was a very heavy cloak.
The what?
My hammer was a very heavy cloak.
Well, they don't know that. They can't tell. And no matter what your fatigue roll is, it won't matter. You can't knock yourself out doing that. So, yeah, you guys just breeze on through with actually pretty much any gear you guys brought that was really friggin' weird looking, you guys could sneak in.
Yeah.
Horns?
Yeah, your horns. Your horns. You brought your horns in.
And my owlbear?
Oh, no.
That would be a problem.
That we could have disguised as child labor. No problem.
Disguise it as a donkey.
Well, I don't know what talents Humal has.
Unfortunately, it's just the rank 1 illusion. I don't have movable illusion or anything like that.
Yeah, so he couldn't have done the owlbear.
No, Hedris, you're gonna have to watch Foodie again.
Well, that's a convenient way to keep Hedris out of this adventure too.
Yeah.
That works. He's just the owl babysitter.
By the time we actually get back to him and stuff, he's not even gonna be what class was Hedris again?
A warlord.
Okay, so he's gonna be a special rank of warlord where he's actually an animal tamer / warlord.
He's gonna have. He's gonna
develop a bond with this little owlbear.
he's gonna have the Disney princess talent. He now commands animals.
Great. And all they're really good for is dressing and undressing him. Well, only while he sings, too. That's the best part.
Yeah. He sings and they make outfit. You guys are gonna go back and it's gonna be like headdresses. It's actually gonna be called headdresses, and so the animals make dresses.
That is just the best.
He's
And he'll
missing
be like a
one.
millionaire.
It makes me sad.
Okay. So you're at the very conspicuous keep out sign. Are you gonna obey it, or are you gonna be delinquents?
We're already delinquents. We're adventurers.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, so how are you gonna? Are you just gonna bash it open there?
I mean, if I have to bash it open, then yeah, I'll bash it open. But if I don't have to, then I'll just move it out of the way.
You can see that it's been nailed together. So if you want to try to budge it out of the way without breaking it, give me a strength check.
Oh, okay. 16.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to shoulder it open to where you manage to slide some of the boards off the nails in such a way where you're pretty confident you can actually just kind of place it right back on, so no one would even really be aware that you went back here in the first place.
Nice.
Not that anyone would suspect anyone, because I mean it's a keep out sign. That's sacred.
Yeah.
So you managed to move a chunk of the wall out of the way. Everyone can file in, and then you just kind of slide it back on. And the what?
Inconspicuously like.
Yeah, you do it inconspicuously like. And beyond it, there's a very short passage that leads to a elevator. It's like a wooden box with a hand crank in the center. So the way it works is like it's a wooden box. There's a hand crank in the center. So like you have to slowly rotate it down. You have to unlock it. There's a brace on it so it doesn't fall down, but you got to unlock it and then you kind of crank it down by hand.
Oh. So what happens if you just let go?
Well, it'll probably fall.
Figured as much. So is it like a two-person crank, or is it just like...
One person.
Man, that's a lot of weight. Well, I guess we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Well, two of you could probably manage it if, like, one of you kind of stands in front of it and kind of awkwardly helps support it, while the other person actually cranks it how you would normally crank it. So all four of you pile in, and who's going to manage the crank?
Well, I mean, I'm not the strongest here, am I?
That's right.
No,
Yeah, him all do it. He doesn't always work out, but when he does, it's arm day, because every day is arm day.
The what?
Yeah, Humal will do it. I was just making an arm day, leg day joke.
So you enter the brace. Give me a strength roll. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let me roll that. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
And suspense here.
And I thought when I didn't hear any response, I was like, "Oh crap! Did he not want it?"
Just like rolls a one, just like, you all fall to your death. So I was actually going through the
Oh, God, sorry about that. My mother-in-law was calling.
Oh, that's fine.
I was
Stretch
going
roll.
through the rules quickly, and I was adding stuff while you guys were talking and buying things.
Adding stuff to what?
Just
What's
comments. 14.
Okay, so you managed to keep a controlled descent all the way down. It goes down hundreds of feet until you exit out on this very large, more like from what you can see, it's a rectangular chamber. And as you're going down, the elevator is kind of braced in posts on the corners of it, and you can see but you can only see really at the front part of it. And let me try to do some kind of a map so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Yes, please.
Oh, actually. So hold on, I gotta.
Yeah, take your time.
Elevator goes there. And there. And I gotta. Okay, and I gotta. Actually, I gotta wipe up. There's map from the Shadowfell being still on there. Okay. So that is the elevator.
Mhm.
The opening is this way, and so you're kind of in a rectangular room with 3 corridors leading out of it. You can't see behind you.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose. So, Mia, did you want to try to sneak first?
She her son her third time. So she's AFK for a bit,
Okay. No worries.
but she would. What do you want her to do?
Just step out and look around.
Um, well, actually, as you bring the elevator to a halt, you see a pair of guards walk around over here. Well, guards isn't really accurate. They're wearing, um, they're clad in chainmail. They're holding swords, and their faces are covered by like a kind of a chainmail mask. And they walk over to their swords are still sheathed when they see you,
Okay.
and they look at you, and you can't see an expression on the face. And one of them just says greetings.
Uh, yeah, Humo will kind of raise a non-armed hand and say, "Hi there. Greetings to you."
I always play
I
the
don't believe I've met you before, brother.
your path. That works really well.
And Humo will say, "I don't either."
No, one of them's talking to you. He says, "I don't believe we've met, brother."
Yeah, and he says, yeah, and Humo says, "I don't either." Are you new?
The other one speaks, and he says, which Which father are you here to see?
Humal will look to Filge to see if he's got any idea.
What?
Humal will glance over at Filge to see if he's got any idea.
Phil just kind of looks at you like, oh, like. Oh.
Well, we're dressed up as miners currently, aren't we?
Yeah.
What's his name? Dalton?
I was gonna suggest saying there was a request that we would open up space somewhere down here, but
Which
Yeah,
father?
oh wait, who's the owner of the mine again? What's his name?
Ragnall and Dowerstone.
Oh, Ragnall.
Yeah, I would say the Dowerstone asked us to open up space down here. Hamal, you can say that.
Well, Adair, give me a bluff roll.
Oh no! I'm saying that to Jacob as a suggestion for what he would say in response.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking along that same path myself.
Okay. So what are you saying? Actually, hold on. Melissa came back. So to catch up to speed, you found the elevator.
Right.
You went down the elevator. Right. They came into this room. It looks like this. And actually, you can see the map anyway.
Which way did we come into?
Down here.
Oh.
Elevator came down. You're looking up this way. And two soldiers wearing chainmail masks like walk up to you, and it's like, greetings, brothers, and they saw Hamal with his horn, and it's like, I didn't believe that before.
Wait, what horns?
Well, you actually have horns, Hamal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Canyon. Right.
Oh god, you're just all about your horns. What horns? Who's got horns? They're my horns. I just imagine Sumia crouched in the corner, just muttering to the horns, while everyone else is like trying to talk. And, so they're trying to basically dupe these guards.
Oh right. Okay. Dwarfen.
So what are you gonna say to them, Hamal?
Father Ragnall told us to open up some space down here. Hence, and he holds up the pickaxe.
Yeah, give me a bluff roll.
Okay. Bluff. Oh, I'm so happy I took Enchanter because it has made everything possible. 18.
Okay.
I'm hoping this works.
So one of them says. One of them points and he says, "Well, which way?" Did he say which way?
He didn't. We were just
We were
told to
hoping
come down here, and then we were told somebody would show us the way. But I mean, obviously, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing.
Obviously. Well, if you don't know which way you're supposed to go back to Ragnall and ask him which one you actually need to, which way you must go.
You're gonna make me crank this thing all the way back up here. I mean, I'm happy to do it, but that was a long walk to find the entrance again, and then crank all the way down here. And you're gonna send me all the way back up just to ask which direction?
Give me another bluff roll.
Okay.
I think this is going.
That one's a 21.
Wow.
So the guards they kind of look at each other and it's like one of them's hands like, okay, you know what? Fine, you just go whichever one you check. You can consult everyone you want, but we didn't hear of it.
Hey, no worries, brother. We're gonna make sure none of this gets back to you.
All right.
And now we murder them.
Well, maybe. I don't know. You guys want to murder them right now?
They're walking away. Their backs are turned.
Which way are they walking?
They're walking toward the this way, and you can see that this door there is there are banners hanging around the passage. Some with banners on it. The other ones, the doors have symbols on them. But this one, there's two banners. They're red with like it looks like a three-headed raven as the crest.
I don't know what I would roll for that to try and tell what that is.
That would be religion.
All right, sweet. Well, let's see. So I rolled 11, but my wisdom's 3, and I have religion as a skill, but I don't use.
No, you use intelligence.
Right. Oh yeah. It's just that it's lower for a cleric regarding religion checks, right?
It can be. In this case, it actually is because you know that this is a sign of Morrigan, which is a war god.
Okay.
It's a different kind of war god. It's mostly
it's not
about
mine.
Wanton slaughter, bloodshed. So
Kind
you
of sounds like my god's mortal enemy, actually.
Huh?
Kind of sounds like my god's mortal enemy, honestly.
Well, that's why like you know that's why the difficulty is so low in this one because you're actually aware. You know, it's another war god.
Right. Okay. Cool. Now my character's filled with hatred. Wonderful.
I want to murder everyone.
Well, I might be able to smite them for my god and be completely good with the fact that it won't really change my favor, at least hopefully not.
Well, you know, it's a war god. It's a rival war god, so you know, that works.
That makes sense. So, are we actually going to murder these guys, or are we going to let them go on their way and murder them on the way back through because we're eventually going to trigger somebody?
I just imagine you're both like following the guards. Like, are we gonna murder them? You want to murder them now? Well, that's Morgan the War God. Is it cool? I think it's cool. Yeah, and then Sumi is just rubbing the horns on her cheeks, and the guards are just like they turn on like do you guys mind? Are you gonna go? Do you want to go down here? Do you want to go down here?
Oh my god.
No, you guys, you go. You want to murder them? We'll hear you.
We'll. All right, we'll see if we catch these guys later. We'll head a different direction.
I want to check this place out a little bit to see if their cries for help will get any attention.
Yeah.
So now I imagine Kamal just going, "Kill you later." What? Catch you later.
Okay. We'll see you later, and if we don't see you later, it's because you're dead.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Or you will see us later because you'll see us coming when we kill you, and we'll look you in the eyes as you die. I mean, as the light in your eyes fade. I mean,
as we strangle your death.
One of the horns.
As we watch the light fade from your eyes while we strangle you.
But later.
And the last thing that you see is this strange one coddling these horns for some reason.
I just make a slitting motion with one of the horns on my...
Oh, so which way are you guys going to go? This way, this way, oh, this way.
What does the way behind us look like?
Oh, yes. So that is a big black pool.
State Sphere. Damn it.
And around this big black pool are... So there's this big black pool, and there's a set of stairs that go up around it, and there's like a so the stairs go up, there's a platform, stairs go up further, the platform, stairs go up really high above it.
Sweet driving door.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
You guys want to try that first?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Check it out. Filge, do you have any opinion?
Hey, big black pool.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
Oh, well, hey. Has no real opinion.
So, are you gonna like walk up to the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
So
walk
when
up.
you get next to it, there's a it's not like set in the floor. There's like a raised barrier around it, like almost like an actual kind of swimming pool type thing, although it's square, and it's like a stone lip around it. When you get close to it, the air gets really cold.
Hmm.
Is it
And
like
when-
the stuff that we encountered? Oh wait, that was different. It wanted cold. It needed to have cold.
Oh yeah, this isn't the brown mold stuff that you guys found
Okay.
before. It's like the pool water, in torchlight. It's like it reflects just a little bit of it.
Oh, I see.
It's perfectly still, and when you get next to it, you can actually see your breath when you breathe out.
Yeah, I'd stay away from this stuff.
Yeah, let's not mess with that.
Um, let me roll for something else really quick. Adair and Sumia. As you look around the pool, you see that there are the floor is completely like black marble, like black marble tile. And you can see in your torchlight that there's scratch marks around the pool. There's blood splatters around the pool. There's like little bits of ash around it.
Okay.
A sacrificial pit?
Perhaps.
Or I could just have my microphone muted. Or disposal pool. Like if they want to get rid of horrific worm zombies or anything like that.
Maybe.
Anyways, yeah. No, that's spooky stuff.
I would say let's try some of the other areas without dealing with this too much.
We could go down the pathway opposite of those guards.
That one.
Yeah.
And actually, it's again, Melissa is starting to pass out.
Yeah, probably. I figure it's 7:30 for you guys, 9:30 for you guys.
Yeah, but I have not been sleeping good at all.